The piercing shriek of the alarm shatters the morning calm, dragging me from the depths of restless sleep. The clock's cold digital glow mocks my fatigue, each number a stark reminder of the sleepless night. Beyond the window, a winter wonderland stretches, a pristine blanket of snow covering the world outside. The thought of shoveling the driveway looms, a daunting task, yet a necessary evil, a reluctant promise of physical exertion. I acknowledge the benefit that the task would bring. I emerge from bed, each movement accompanied by the chorus of protesting joints. Bare feet whisper against the cool tile as I shuffle towards the restroom. The mirror reflects the stark reality of years etched onto my face, a silent testament to time's passage. Drawn by the irresistible aroma, I walk down the hallway, lured by the promise of freshly brewed coffee. At the top of the stairs, a misstep leads to a sudden, terrifying loss of balance. A heel slips, and the world turns upside down. The relentless descent down the staircase becomes a blur of motion and mounting dread. Pain explodes with each impact, a symphony of agony. Then, darkness descends, swallowing everything in its silent embrace. Under the merciless desert sun, I awaken to a blinding light that pierces through the haze of sleep. A wet, startling slap awakens me fully. An enormous eye, indifferent and curious, stares back at me, its gaze both alien and familiar. I sit up, scrambling backwards in disbelief, as I realize the eye belongs to a camel, its breath reeking of old hay. A lone figure stands silhouetted against the endless expanse of the desert, lost in the solitude of nowhere. The landscape stretches out, a sea of sand that seems to swallow the horizon. Days blur into one, as time loses all meaning under the scorching sun. A flicker of memory, a fall, a tumble, a descent into darkness. How did I arrive in this desolate wasteland? The question echoes in the silence. Confusion clouds my mind as I try to grasp how a simple fall could lead to this. I jolt upright, the desert sun searing my eyes, and try to shake off the mirage-like haze. Through the shimmering heat, the unmistakable form of a camel materializes, its hue strangely unnatural. The camel stands silently, draped with riding gear, hinting at a rider nearby. My voice cracks as I call out, a desperate plea echoing in the vast emptiness. Hello? Anyone there? Under the desert's relentless sun, a figure lies prostrate, lost in the ocean of sand. A camel looms, its shadow a stark contrast to the scorching light. The camel speaks, breaking the silence. It is just you and I, sir. Are you okay? You took quite a fall off my back. I stare up, bewildered by the camel's words, questioning my reality. In the haze of heat and disorientation, I grapple with the impossible. The camel is talking. The heat shimmers, the camel persists, and the desert stretches on, an endless, expansive mystery. Beneath the merciless desert sun, a lone figure squints, confronting the surreal reality of a camel before him. Doubt clouds his mind as he questions his sanity, the heat playing tricks on his weary senses. With trembling resolve, he stands, seeking support from the camel's rough reins. He peers into the depths of the creature's solid black eye, searching for answers in its ancient gaze. A voice echoes, startling him. I did speak, and there is fresh cold water and hump too, sir. The desert air crackles with impossible revelation, blurring the line between hallucination and reality. Under the relentless desert sun, the endless dunes stretch to the horizon. Okay, hump. 2 for a nice cold drink. Hahaha. The camel's hump opens, revealing a travel mug. Character reaches into the camel's hump, pulling out the travel mug. I take a long drink. The desert stretches on, indifferent to the fleeting moment of refreshment. Under the relentless sun, the desert stretches endlessly, a sea of sand reflecting the sky's harsh glare. A lone figure wipes his brow, feeling the initial effects of a mysterious drink. Wow, what is this? Narrator asks, astonishment coloring his tone. The camel replies sagely, That, sir, is what I have been begging you to drink for the last few hours. The camel continues, I am telling you I have plenty more for our trip. The camel concludes, The water, vitamins, and various plants and minerals should be replacing exactly what I see your body needs. Under the relentless desert sun, exhaustion overwhelms the traveler, his weary eyes struggling to remain open. A wise camel, sensing his companion's weariness, offers a simple remedy. Take a nice nap, sir, and you will be right as rain again. The man's eyelids droop further, the vast expanse of the desert blurring into a hazy dreamscape. The camel watches patiently, a silent guardian against the harsh realities of the desert. He succumbs to the embrace of sleep, his body slowly sinking onto the warm sand. The desert stretches endlessly, the camel standing as a solitary sentinel over the sleeping figure. Under the merciless desert sun, a figure stirs from slumber, momentarily blinded by the light. The camel stands tall, casting a long, welcome shadow over the figure as it rises. Eyes adjust to the stark reality of the desert, framing the camel against the infinite sands. The camel breaks the silence of the morning with a reminder. Sir, time to get up and get moving again. In the vast expanse, the journey continues, driven by the sun's relentless gaze and the camel's unwavering presence. The desert awakens as the sun casts a golden glow over the endless dunes. I gaze across the tranquil expanse, the air alive with the scent of dry sand and distant life. A camel kneels patiently, its silhouette a stark contrast against the brightening sky. I ask, what time is it? The camel replies with gentle assurance, early morning, sir. Best time to travel. The camel urges, jump on board, get yourself another long drink and we will be on our way. The desert stretches endlessly, the sun's glare relentless. Heat shimmers rise from the dunes, blurring the horizon. Shielding my eyes, I squint, seeking a sign in the distance. Lost and disoriented, I question, on our way where? I mean, where the heck are we now? Under the scorching sun, endless dunes roll into the horizon, the desert's heat a palpable force. A lone camel stands, gazing across the sands, its silhouette stark against the blazing sky. With a knowing tone, the camel speaks. Sir? You should know better than most. The camel continues, its voice echoing in the stillness. This is the Great Desert Plains. A hint of irony colors its words. I believe this area used to be called Nebraska. The desert stretches on, indifferent to names and histories. The camel a solitary witness to its timeless expanse. Under the scorching sun, the desert stretches endlessly, a sea of sand meeting the horizon. I stare at the camel, a silent question hanging in the air. The weight of the journey begins to settle, a stark realization dawning. A sense of wonder mixes with trepidation as I ponder the unknown. The desert whispers secrets of a journey yet to unfold.